Hey you guys, this is Jess with Sourceful Journey, back with another video. Oh, so sorry. I'm trying to fix the camera. So sorry. I'm just trying to fix the camera here. Okay, so in this particular video, I wanted to focus on a question. It was like a question that was brought to me in one of my message boxes. And it was more so aligned with conflicting messages and signs and how to know how to approach it accordingly. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and just jump right in. So the gist of what this young lady was asking was like how to know which signs to take heed to and which ones to ignore. So she explained to me that she was in the process of debating on whether she should move or not to relocate. And from what I understand, she mentioned she would get various signs, synchronicities, things like that, that would pop up in her day-to-day. At one point, it popped up quite heavily in reference to a particular state she should move to. And then all of a sudden that, I guess you could say, signs stopped showing up. Now, she said at another point, she did notice something else pop up, which would tell her to not move. And it was kind of throwing her off. My answer to her is that to, again, go with those nudges. I always say nudges, but it's true. It's very true. Go with your gut. That's another way to think of it because it'll never lead you wrong. I asked her, when you were looking at the signs and synchronicities when it came to this relocating idea, I was like, what else did you notice? She even noticed that it was pointing her towards a particular state. I was like, how did you feel about it? She felt like that was what she was called to do. And so she was in the process of preparing for it. But then she said recently she ended up getting like other signs that showed her no, that she shouldn't do it. I was like, well, we began comparing the two ideas. I'm like, did you notice there was more signs leading to go there or more signs leading not to go there? And it was more signs leading her to go there. And the fact that she said that she felt more pull towards that particular side, I told her that's your sign. I was like, you have the answer right there. You have to stop questioning and just seize the opportunity. Like, what's holding you back? And I asked her that. She was like, well, because I have family here where I'm located. And, she was talking about the whole thing with her parents and things like that. Especially her parents. She just doesn't want to move far from them. And they have a house here, and they, of course, they're not looking to uproot. They want to stay in their home, which is totally understood. So I told her, you really just need to go within. Now, I explained to her going within in the sense that, pray about it. And sometimes you have to be in a quiet space to do so, to really get a good gauge and understand of what you should do next. I think oftentimes as beings, we tend to forget those simple little things as prayer, having a moment of prayer or meditation, and the importance of how great that can be in one's life. Like if we really took time to slow down, even just for a few minutes, just to have that moment of prayer, you'll be surprised what signs are going to be thrown to you by God, by the angel team. I know for me, when it came to those moments where I just really felt like I needed an answer and I felt like I was searching for it, it's right when you are not searching so heavily for it is when God will truly reveal it to you. Of course, he's going to know within the heart of hearts that we are always going to be looking for answers. He's going to be very much aware of that. But when you learn to pull back and let God be God, let him reveal it to you. Let the angel team reveal it to you. You'll then get your answer. It may come into the form of other signs or synchronicities. It may show up in the form of dreams, visions. It could be something as simple as looking at something on television or something on YouTube. I laugh about that because, to be quite honest, with some of my other past videos, a lot of my own past experiences that I've encountered up until this point was all because of those signs and synchronicities. And I keep thinking back to YouTube videos where I kind of noticed certain patterns of things that was happening. Because again, it'll never lead you wrong. Even if you get ready to come up on something, you get ready to embark on something that you were unaware of. Or let's say something is going on behind the scenes that you're not even privy to. Maybe it might be something with family even. Like let's say there's a case that's going on. Or like going into the example with my friend as an example. The fact that, you know, she didn't realize that she had an inheritance that was tied to her name. Again, paying attention to signs and synchronicities. Now, in her case, she had this gut feeling. She said that it was something. She had some weird dream about it too. That's kind of like what nudged her to look into this further outside of the ancestry DNA thing. But she also said she noticed there were like certain signs that was leading her to believe, that was popping up in her day-to-day, that there's something going on that I might need to dig into. And lo and behold, look at that. The door was opened. We'll put it that way. So to make a long story short, after speaking with this young lady, she stated that, you know, she'll definitely pray on it. But she feels still that she's being drawn to move to this particular location. So I told her just to keep me posted. And, you know, that's all. I said if there was anything else that I could do for her to just definitely reach out. So I like to always keep my doors open if, you know, she ever needs to have anyone else to talk to about it or had any other questions. I always like to leave that open to her if she ever needs to seize the opportunity. So if I had to say to anyone when it comes to having that sense of feeling like you're getting conflicting messages and signs and you're not quite sure which path to take, follow the nudges. Just follow your gut. It's never going to lead you wrong. Just know for sure your gut, those nudges, it's never going to pull you in both directions. You're going to feel more of a pull, a knowing, whether it's one or the other. Just know that. What are you guys' thoughts about that? Let me know in the comment section below if you haven't done so already. You can also message me on the other platforms as well as email. I love reading your emails. Consultations for this week are completely closed. They're booked for the week. But in the coming weeks, you can definitely continue to set up a consultation if it is something that's of interest to you. But yes, as always, I'm sending you guys with love and light, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, you guys.